done gigs, they've sent me a dress code for the venue, but this venue didn't send me one, so I thought I'd just have a look at you. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Quite smart, not too posh, so I feel I can get away with this jumper. To be honest, I wasn't expecting my jumper to get a cheer, but thank you. Because I'm sure you can appreciate that it can be awkward when you choose the wrong thing to wear. And I'm sure we've all been there when you turn up in your shirt and tie and it's own clothes day. So to compensate, you take your tie off because you think that'll make literally all the difference. And you can usually get away with it because it's just a less formal version of what you'd normally wear. Where it's harder to get away with is when you do what one of my friends did, which was turn up dressed as a Thunderbird the day before own clothes day. And there's genuine sympathy in the room for this stupidity on his part. Thank you for that. Now sometimes it's not what you're wearing, it's the time of day that you're wearing it. So an example of this would be my friend. Let's call him Dan, because that's his name. That's usually how names work, isn't it? Who came running up to me back in sixth form, going, "Oh, Nathan, look at this shirt I've just bought from Amazon. It's a Simpsons shirt. It's brilliant." Cheer for Amazon, thank you. The Amazon CEO is in the next corner. So he came running up to me with a shirt from Amazon. Oh, come on, Anyway, he came up with the Simpsons shirt. I said, "It's great, isn't it?" And I said, "Oh yeah, it's really good." And he was like, "There's even a joke on the front, live in La Vida sofa." So I politely laughed along. Yeah, great joke. And I said, just one thing, mate. You do know that's a pyjama top, don't you?" And he looked absolutely crestfallen. And this led to a very highly intelligent debate that went a little something like this. "No way. Yes way. No way. Yes way. No way. Yes way." And 3 years on, ladies and gentlemen, we still haven't reached an agreement. So I thought, seeing as I'm here in Burwell tonight, I'd let you decide. Hang on. No way! So, now before I throw it open to the floor, may I play what I think is my trump card, which is the fact that Homer Simpson is asleep on the front of this shirt. Surely that's an indication to the time of day it should be worn. So, genuine anger building up. So, let's throw it open to the floor. Give me a cheer if you think this is a regular top. Well, give me a cheer if, like me, you think this is a pyjama top. Well, I'll be honest. I hadn't really anticipated that response. But Dan is going to be absolutely delighted when I tell him the outcome. But I feel I should highlight to you that, in fact, that vote, ladies and gentlemen, was irrelevant. Because when I came to wash this shirt for this gig, I found under the main label that says washing instructions, etc., a smaller label that says pyjama set. So I think you'll find I've had the last laugh there. And I'm pretty sure Dan isn't going to be buying any more tops from Amazon. Now, speaking of Amazon, you know those emails you get recommending a product based on a recent purchase? Now, I don't think they can be computer generated, because only somebody who's been smoking God only knows what would think that having recently bought FIFA 17 for my PS4, I'd be interested in buying Farming Simulator. I can literally count on no fingers the amount of times I've been playing FIFA and thought, this is an absolutely cracking game. But you know what's lacking? Tractors. But I'll be honest, I was a little intrigued. Farming Simulator is described as an HD fully rendered, real-time, immersive role-playing game with tractors. Cheer for tractors, thank you, some tractor fans in. Now, my favourite feature of Farming Simulator is when it boasts online capabilities for playing with friends. Plural. I think anyone who buys Farming Simulator is going to find friend singular a bit of a challenge. There's even an online forum where players can ask each other questions.
I'm a farmer.
Thanks. Of all the times to tell me, you couldn't have waited until after this bit of the set. There's even an online forum where players can ask each other questions, like, have you tried the new Massey Ferguson tractor? And I thought, no, have you tried going outside? There was a review on Amazon that said, I was disappointed, 1 star. Of course you were. It's Farming Simulator. What did you expect? Now, I don't want you to think that I'm being unkind. There may be some people, perhaps you say, for whom the thought of virtual farming might be right up their street. And I feel I should share something with you, ladies and gentlemen of Burwell. So have a guess what my mum bought me for Christmas just gone.
Pajamas.
No, she bought me Professional Farmer 2017. Some players are in, obviously. Now, I have to admit, it is actually quite an addictive game. So much so that on New Year's Eve, when you were probably partying the night away and toasting in the new year, I was celebrating getting a virtual tractor out of a virtual ditch. Now, this may shock you, ladies and gents, but I think there's a flaw with Professional Farmer 2017.
Is that euphemism?
And that is that I think it may be too immersive. Because the other day my mum came home from work and she could tell that there was something wrong. There was a bit of an atmosphere in the room. And she said, oh, what's the matter? And I said, oh, it's fine, I'm just a bit fed up. And she said, oh, come on, tell me what's wrong. And I said, oh, well, it's just one of the sheep's got ringworm. I was fed up by a virtual sheep with virtual ringworm. If ever there was an advert to sort your life out, I think that might be it there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as I say, I got a bit obsessed recently with online reviews, Farming Simulator and such, and there was one for Call of Duty, or COD, as it's known to gamers. Any gamers in? Or a few gamers. Now, this review picked apart all the flaws with the game. It said COD, the graphics, poor, COD, the storyline, poor, COD, too violent, and then finished the review by saying, though I've never actually played the game, you think, what is the point? Who has time to write a review like that? And well, the more I thought about it, ladies and gents, the better an idea it seemed. So here's the review I posted on Amazon.
Yay!
Delayed cheer for Amazon, thank you. I've heard nothing but good things about COD for the PS4, and relished the chance to finally get my hands on a copy. As a keen angler and sea fisherman, imagine my disappointment to find a complete lack of rod and line action. With every level achieved, I held out hope for a lake, a river, some tackle, anything. After 4 weeks of daily effort, defeating waves of zombie dogs, countless Nazis, and having my hopes briefly raised by an Operation Swordfish. Again, no angling. I can confirm that at no point does this game fulfill its COD-based promise. 1 star. It's fair to say that got some fairly interesting responses, shall we say. Many with language too colourful to repeat, but there was one that I can read for you now, so I shall. Check this out for a beginning. You can't be that stupid. Cod isn't about fish. Fish don't fight wars. Well, they're informed, I suppose. Call of Duty is based on historical events and prides itself on its realism. Clearly glossing over the zombie dogs then. But to be fair to them, they do go on. Might I suggest Finding Nemo to satisfy your fishing needs? So I know what I'm putting on my birthday list this year then. Now, I like gifts that are useful and have a purpose. And one of the most surprising gifts I ever received was from my brother. And it was a watering can. Now I know what you're thinking, looking at me. There is a guy whose physique just screams gardener. Could this be a new hobby for me, perhaps? Well, no, because here's the watering can. Now, despite the fact that this is tiny and made of solid china, it's still one of my favourite gifts, and that's because it's got a little motivational inscription written on the side, which I shall read out for you now. It says, "Great oaks from little acorns grow." Now I find that nice and inspiring. It encourages me to strive for something and push to be the best person I can be. But it might also interest you to know that while I was growing up, my brother referred to a certain part of my anatomy as an acorn. Now, I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen of Burwell, but I find great oaks a bit intimidating, to be honest. I'd happily settle for a medium-sized bonsai. Now, my time's almost up, but I want to leave you with a cautionary tale. Is anyone walking home from this gig tonight? Some people walking. So I want to tell you a story that happened to me just a few weeks ago. Now, there's a dark, really creepy lane near where I live, and I've always said it's the perfect place for a mugging to take place. Cheer for mugging! That's quite rare. Yes, I've always thought it's the perfect place for mugging to take place, and people have always batted it away and said, never happened, never happened. Well, the other night, I was in the lane, and I heard the dreaded sound of footsteps behind me. So I got faster. They got faster. So I got faster, to the point where I had to break out into a run. Now I should just clarify something for you. Running's not really my forte. Let's just say I run less like Usain Bolt and more like someone who's been shot in the leg with a bolt gun. As I was running, I was feeling in my pocket to see if I had anything to give this mugger. And all I had was a Costa Coffee loyalty card. At least he could toast a success over a nice coffee, I suppose. Now, I could see the police report in my mind, so I knew I'd have to look back and get a look at this attacker. So I glanced back. Please be an old woman with a Zimmer frame. Perhaps she's lost or disorientated. But instead, what greeted me was the biggest, burliest man I've ever seen. Just total muscle. Tattoos all up his neck. He shot past me. Is it you, sir? No, thought you looked familiar. He shot past me. Now, I'm not an expert on mugging, but even I knew that was probably not how muggings go. And hate to tell you to do your job. He turned, looked me bang in the eyes, and said, "I flipping hate that lane." Cheers.